Well, welcome everybody to what is a really important game, which is going to be played here in conditions somewhat suboptimal. The rain is falling heavily, the players are feeling it on their backs, and soon the pitch will be evidently much wetter than is perfect. It's going to be a test for all involved. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And so we stand for the anthems. Indonesia have chosen to go with a 3-6-1 formation, Jim.
Well, in truth, this system can very quickly transform itself into 5-4-1. The widest midfielders will certainly operate as wing-backs once they have to defend, and so either way, this seems to be a move towards the conservative and prioritising a clean sheet, but it certainly doesn't take away from what they can achieve at the other end.
Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who could make the difference?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Oh, that is asking for trouble. He's found a way through. Ragnar or Herdman going.
Gakpo really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Joey Pelopessi. Indonesia are on fine form so far as goals are concerned. They have scored in 5 games running. Marselino Ferdinan. Oh, such a clever touch. Yeah, he's fouled him there. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Too much on that, it's gone out. Endo. And it's Bradley. And here's Wirtz. Now it's Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai tries a cross. That's going to go a long way. Oh, sweet feet. Bradley. McAllister. Great defending, strong and determined. And the counter is on. Marselino. Oh, good spread. That's good play. That has been cut short. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Herdman going in acres of space out wide. And the keeper has it. Ivar cuts it out. It's Ragnar. No question, that's a foul.
Are clearly looking to use the space out in the flanks here.
With a view to what exactly, Jim?
Well, it can encourage the full-backs to get involved and increase their chances of more service into the box.
The Donk wins the duel this time. Well, they could break here. Konate is, of course, making his first start in quite a while now. McAllister. And it's Robertson. Gakpo. Pelupessy does really well to win the ball there. And here's Isak. Robertson. Gets his head on it! Tries to get it clear. McAllister. Gakpo. Played into the middle. Now it's Gakpo. Gakpo! Ragnar or Herdman going. Calvin Verdonk. Indonesia still without a single shot on target. Indonesia keep the ball but can't do anything meaningful with it. Justin Hubner. Ragnar or Herdman going. Joey Pelupessy. Marselino. It's Romeny! That wasn't far away.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
Szoboszlai. And it's Bradley. Vitz. McAllister. Robertson. Robertson chooses to go cross-field. Endo. Szoboszlai. And here's Isak!
Actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Indonesia going about it patiently, perhaps too patiently. Calvin Verdonk. Ole Romeny. Joey Pelupessy. And the shot! wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Gakpo. Robertson, aim forwards. That is good strength. Endo. Robertson. Now it's Gakpo. It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing. It's Ragnar. Marselino Ferdinan. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. And he has shown him a yellow card. It's Ragnar. Van Dijk. McAllister. McAllister shifted upfield. And that's put paid to a promising move. Justin Hubner. Ragnar or Herdman go in. Vids. And here's Soboslai. Picks it up out wide. Lovely bit of skill. Can he deliver? And that's a throw-in. And it's Endo. Bradley picks it up now. Oh, what a climb! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, if you give him something to attack in the air, he's most likely to get there. It's what he does best.
Idzes have it back and can go again. Ivar Jay Idzes. Ivar. That's really well manoeuvred. Soboslai. And he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Wirtz. Now it's Wirtz. Ole Romeny. Marselino Ferdinan. Ole Romeny. It's Romeny! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Ole Romeny is offering a wry smile there.
Ole Romeny. Nice physical challenge. Moved on forwards. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Romeny was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And the first half is done. Decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So there was the first half.
Well, both sides have been full of effort, industry, endeavour, and the stats are screaming good things at us. So it's been a very good watch for the neutrals so far, and I'm really looking forward to what's to come in the second half. This could get unpredictable.
Indonesia. So both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. And if you're just back from your break, Gakpo! And he should have done better, and he knows it.
Gakpo Certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Substitution in progress.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. And it's played forward. And here's Isak. Now it's Chiesa. Soboslai. Robertson. Chance! Decent try.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Joey Pelopessi. Justin Hubner. Calvin Verdonk. Ragnar Oratmangoen. Jay Idzes.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Wirtz. Robertson. That'll be a throw. Van Dijk. Robertson. McAllister. And it's Soboslai. Thinks one through. And a shot! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss. Bradley. Endo. Soboslai. Soboslai unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Romeny tries to thread one through. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Indonesia clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Endo. And if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. And it's Wirtz. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Wirtz showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And that was very necessary. And that's been won straight back. Chiesa! Chiesa! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Joey Pelopessi. Calvin Verdonk. Justin Hubner. Calvin Verdonk. Justin Hubner.
The attendance for this match was 52,044.
Calvin Verdonk. Almost an hour gone. And still, we await the first breakthrough. Calvin Verdonk. And the pass is intercepted. Bradley. It's a good run down the right. Wirtz, done delicately. That pass just didn't quite work. Chiesa, and here's Isak. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Marselino Ferdinan. Joey Pelopessi. Marselino. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Orat Mangoin. Orat Mangoin! The keeper's done ever so well.
Ragnar Orat Mangoin clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
This might spell Isak! By the most elastic of saves.
Isak really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Pelopessi attempts a clearance. McAllister. And the ball's come loose here. That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Smashing header! Not the best of contacts, given it wasn't the easiest of chances.
Well, if only the calibre of the finish was as high as the calibre of the supply. I mean, that was a beautifully played cross, and it really should have seen something better on the end of it.
Kevin Dix, showing good feet. Marselino. Joey Pelopessi. Lovely, now then, and the shot!
What a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up. Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Ole Romeny.
Indonesia have penetrated for the first time.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
Real chance here! Out to the left it goes. And it's McAllister. McAllister played over towards the opposite flank. Out to the right. Endo. So Jim, what are you thinking?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist Peter in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
Ragnar Orat Mangoin. Ole Romeny. It's Verdonk. Romeny. Ole Romeny. Deflected behind for a corner kick. That has been knocked clear. Referee's given a throw. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease.
Indonesia surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Cross from Robertson.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Justin Hubner. Idzes, gently done. Kevin Dix, looking to run onto it. Muscular approach does pay off here.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
McAllister, and it's Soboslai.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And it is a narrow lead, but they are clinging on to it right now. 3 from 3 coming into today, soon to be 4 wins from 4. It is a terrific run. Indonesia preparing now to welcome the final whistle. Ivaryena. Minutes away from what would be a huge upset. Ivaryena. Very much into the last knockings.
Indonesia can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now. Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Endo.
Well, they're supposed to be chasing a goal, and yet there's no urgency or sense of awareness. They've got to wake up.
Soboslai. And here's Isak. Isak! He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Substitution.
Keeper has taken decisive action. And it's Endo. Endo. Oh, that's a clever looking ball. One good cross, maybe the last chance. Kies, great chance!
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. They are right into last chance territory. Chiesa, and that's aimed into the middle. Seen enough. Tunisia have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads.
Yeah, it was a fairly stern test with very little between two teams that...
Got anyone's help, I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.